As always, we're going to start at Colossians 3:16. Colossians, the 3rd chapter, the 17th verse, excuse me. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai. So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior. We give thanks to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob by Hamashiach Yahushai. That's why we say by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai. So we're going to read verse 16 of Colossians, the 3rd chapter. It said, let the word of Hamashiach Yahushai dwell in you richly in all wisdom, which is the proper application of knowledge, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns, these are songs, and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts or your minds to the Most High. So this is part of what we're supposed to be doing. Letting the word of Hamashiach Yahushai, which is the word of the Most High, dwell in us, so that we could be endowed with the power that He has given us, which is the spiritual powers we went over last night, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, going to the Most High on our behalf to receive the power from the Most High. So let's go to the book of Galatians today. Galatians. Hope everybody's all right. Galatians, the 5th chapter. Galatians 5. We're going to read verse 16. Taking y'all back about 17 years. Galatians 5:16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So we got to walk in the Spirit, and we won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusts against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. There's a war going on between the Spirit and the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. So these things are working contrary to each other, the Spirit and the flesh. That's why you say this is, you hear me say all the time, this is spiritual. Because the reason why I spend a lot of time with spiritual is because we walk basically from birth in the flesh and not knowing how to walk in the Spirit or walk spiritual or with the spiritual power that we've been endowed with. You know, you hear brothers saying they waiting on spiritual power. You have spiritual power. Or what's your prayers for? You know what I mean? This is real simple, but it becomes complicated when you make it complicated because you're looking for something outside of what it is that is written. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's there when you pray by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, going to the Most High on your behalf. And that's why you got to start saying it's going to happen because you ask. You shall receive. If you believe, you have faith. And that's the problem. People don't have faith. Or they don't ask. But they want somebody else to feel for their misfortune or whatever they're dealing with, but they never asked the Most High for the blessing that He will give you. But you got to do what He say do. You got to follow His rules and regulations. Then there's a benefit. But if not, then that's His laws. Then how you expect to see the blessing of the Most High and you take what He have said and what we have learned lightly? That's why He said you got to study to show yourself approved unto Him. 2 Timothy 2:15 says. So, verse 17, for the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Wow, that's deep. If you be led of the Spirit, you're not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, a man sleeping with another man's woman, a woman that's married, going outside of her marriage, sleeping with another man, that's adultery. Fornication, I mean, in the flesh, that's jumping from bed to bed. Whoever you be with, you want to be with whoever, that's fornication. You have spiritual fornication when you deal with something outside from the Most High power, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and deal with him as it is written, as far as the truth is concerned. Uncleanness, being filthy, lasciviousness, all kind of inordinate sexual acts, bestiality and so forth, idolatry. That's anything that's contrary to the word of the Most High, as he told us to follow his laws, statutes, commandments, have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. Witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murderers, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. You do these things, you're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So this is your salvation right now. I mean, this is your consolation right now. That's all she wrote for you. See? But it says, but the fruit of the Spirit, and this is how you're not under the law, when you love, which is what? St. John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments. 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So when you love, when you keep the commandments of the Most High, and all the law is based around love the Most High with all their heart, mind, and soul, and strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. That's what all 613 commandments are based upon, those two commandments. That's how to serve the Most High and how we serve each other, how we, love each other. That's the love. Because what is it? I mean, people out there that's wicked as ever got a mate that they loving. You know what I mean? They loving each other. They wicked as ever. So that love ain't talking about just caring about somebody. This first and foremost, that love is keeping of the Most High's commandments, doing what he said, following his rules and regulations. And when you do that, you'll have joy, peace. You'll learn how to be long-suffering. You'll learn to be gentle with gentleness, goodness, faith, because you'll believe in him. Meekness, humility, temperance. Against such there is no law, because you're going to be doing what he said from the start, that love, which is keeping of his commandments. So you keep the commandments there. If you're doing what's right, well, why somebody got to restrict you to some laws when you're doing what's right, according to what's written in the Bible, as we live it, learn it, live it, and apply it in our life? Because believe me, he's not talking about you don't have to follow the laws. I mean, there's no law because you follow. That's the problem with these churches. They look at that, okay. You see what it says there in verse 18? But if you are be led of the Spirit, you are not under the law. All you got to do is believe in the name of Jesus, and you led under the Spirit. And see, that's wrong. Come on. Who's saying that? Paul. I mean, that's why he came back and said this. Look at Romans 3:31. So you understand, he said, do we make void the law through faith? Believing in the Most High? Most High forbid. Yeah, we established the law. Come on, he was a Pharisee. He knew the law. You think he don't go against what he already learned? No, no way. And like I told you, when you look at Mashiach Yahushua, you go to Matthew the 4th chapter and Luke the 4th chapter, when Satan came against him, which is the ultimate negative demon on the left side of the Most High, he went to the law. He went to the law of the Most High. And Satan had to leave. So don't get it twisted now. Anybody need that, you can go in there and look at that for yourself. If you need it, I'll take you there. That's what he used to rebuke Satan. You know? And that's very important. And you can use that against those that say that we're not under the law. Maybe I need to go there again. So you can look at that. You seen that? Okay, let's go there. Matthew the 4th chapter. And the same story is in Luke the 4th chapter. So let's go through it. Matthew 4:1. Then was Mashiach Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungry. And when the tempter, who was the devil, came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written. He said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. You hear what he said? First he said, it is written. Let's go to Deuteronomy 8:3. He said, it is written. So when people say we're not under the law, then do they want you to get rid of Satan? I don't think so. Let's see that. I mean, you got to think about this. They don't want you to get rid of him. Let's see. Deuteronomy 8:3. And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man does not live by bread alone, or only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High does man live. You see? So where is that at? The law. Let's go back. Let's continue. Then the devil, verse 5, Matthew 4:5. Then the devil taketh him up into a holy city, into the holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, if thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written. Now, then you know, the devil know the Bible. Because he said what? It is written. He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. But he didn't go to the law. He quoting something that's from Psalms 91st chapter. Let's go there. Psalms 91 and 11. Psalms 91 and 11. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. This is what the devil is quoting. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. See? So that's what he went to the Bible to bring forth his understanding of what he think is right, but it's wrong in context of you just don't do that. You don't do that. You just don't do that. Look at 2 Corinthians 11 and 14 and 15. Second Corinthians 11, chapter 14 and 15. And no marvel, for Shaitan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. See? Whose end shall be according to their works. So let you know that there are going to be those that's going to be operating under Satan, who has appeared as an angel of light. You know, if you're the son of the Most High, do this, he's telling him, he has certain powers that he's been given from the left-hand side, from the Most High, that he's appeared as an angel of light. Who's the light? Mashiach Yahushua. So he's appearing as a Mashiach Yahushua, like he's did it no marvel. He showed his ministers, the ones that's under him, how to pretend as they are righteous. That's why you see all these people that's come out, next thing you know, they got accusations against them. They found out that they've been wicked. Wicked as ever. Why? Because they're the ministers of Satan. And let you know that Satan knows the Bible. But he's not going to bring it out right. The main thing about it is, how do you apply this in your life, man? That's all. We can quote scriptures all day long, but after the book is closed, how do you apply this in your life? That's what it's all about. Because his ministers, you see, his ministers transform themselves as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works, man. So now, let's go back. So that's why the devil's trying to put himself in the same position as a Mashiach Yahushua. Let's go back after he said in verse 6, and said unto him, if thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Mashiach Yahushua said unto him, it is written again. Hear this? He said, it is written again. Where is it written? In the Old Testament, in the old scrolls. Thou shalt not tempt the Most High thy power. You hear that? Don't skip that. It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Most High your power, Satan. So who's the power of Satan? The Most High. Let's go where he's quoting. Deuteronomy 6 and 16. Deuteronomy 6, chapter the 16th verse. Deuteronomy 6 and 16. He said it is written. So where is he going to for what's written?
The law.
The law. Come. Deuteronomy 6:16. Ye shall not tempt the Most High your power as ye tempted him in Messiah. So let him know, don't tempt the Most High. They ignore Mashiach Yahushua. Go to 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. So let's look at who they tempted in the spirit. 1 Corinthians 10 and 9.
Q&A mode is on. Participants may now unmute themselves. Presentation mode is on. Only organizers can be heard.
So 1 Corinthians 10 and 9 gives understanding. It says, neither let us tempt Mashiach Yahushua, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. See, people don't put him there, but he was there from the beginning. See? The Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua said, neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer. He's called a destroyer too. So that's him, but he was an angel or a spirit in the wilderness. But he was there from the beginning. The first entity that the Most High created. Looking at Deuteronomy 6 and 16 again, this is what he quoted. As it is written, ye shall not tempt the Most High your power, or Mashiach your power, as ye tempted him in Messiah. Giving you a clear understanding. So let's go back to Matthew, the 4th chapter. Verse 8. So you see so far, Mashiach Yahushua using the law of the Most High to rebuke Satan. Verse 8, Matthew 4 and 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. So he showed him all the kingdoms of the world, even this kingdom that we're in now. And the glory of all the things that the kingdom's going to have. And said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. See? So all these kingdoms that have been on the earth have bowed down and worshiped Satan as he showed them all the kingdoms of the world. From that point on. That's real. And let's go to Luke the 4th chapter so you can see what else he said in saying that. Look at verse Luke 4 and 5 and 6. Let's see. And the devil, taking him up into an high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them. The power of being over these kingdoms and the glory of the kingdoms. For that is delivered unto me. That's very key right here. For that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will, I give it. Right? So let's look at Daniel's 4 and 17. See, Luke added a little bit more to it than Matthew. That's why you can go to the Gospels and you see the same stories. You can go and get a little bit more out of each one. But you have to know where to go to get these different stories. So Daniel's 4:17 says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living, and we the living, may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. That's why you look at who's over the kingdoms now, who's the superpower of the earth now, through Satan, the Edomites. And you look up Caucasian, it says, pertaining to the Caucasus mountain range, which is between the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea. And in South Georgia, Russia, it says Caucasoid. Caucasoid says a subspecies of mankind. That's in the Webster's Unabridged Encyclopedic Dictionary. That's from them. That's their definition, not ours. That's their definition. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they have said. So like the Most High, he set up over it the basis of men. Like he's a man of war, Satan's a man too. He's the basis of men. And he set up right now the basis of men to rule the world. That's why all these things are going on right now. But you see what he said? He said all this shall be his, these kingdoms will be his if he do what? Bow down and worship him. Because it's been given to Satan. Going back to Matthew the 4th chapter. I'm mainly going here to show you what a Mashiach Yahushua used to rebuke Satan. So, Matthew 4 and 8 and 9. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So the people that's falling down and worshiping Satan are the ones that's following the flesh. You know, they're following the flesh. And they lusted after the spirit. It's contrary to the spirit. Because all that's been given to him, he's ruling in the world, so therefore he has this influence over everybody, mostly everybody. I won't say everybody, but mostly everyone, because they're following him, thinking that he's the light. A lot of these preachers, they're not dealing with righteousness. They say, no marvel, his ministers appear as an angel of light, or ministers of light, ministers of righteousness. When they tell you not to follow the Most High. Because if you're telling someone that they don't have to follow the law, you're telling them that they do not have to follow the Most High. Y'all got to hear me clearly. He gave us rules and regulations to go by. And if you say that you don't have to follow him, then you saying, I don't have to follow him. You casting him out of your life. That's what you're doing. And you're saying there is no Most High. And you're going to have to pay for that. And this is who you're dealing with. As that angel of righteousness, or that person, that man of righteousness. In your deceitful thinking. You know, look at Psalms 14:1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Most High. That's a fool. He has said in his mind, which is the heart, there is no Most High. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. None of them. See? And that's what's set up. That's what you set up to follow, in following what it is that most of the religions are telling you. They're making you fools. Look at Matthew 5:19. It says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, that's the ministers of Satan. Because they appear as righteous. How are you going to be righteous and you telling people they don't have to follow the Most High's law? When it says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, which is the laws of the Most High, and shall teach men so, as they telling people they're not under the law but they're under mercy and grace, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, which is the commandments, the laws of the Most High, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So you choose when you want to be, the least or the greatest. That's clear. Now, this is after, okay, that's the next chapter over from Matthew the 4th chapter. After he finished dealing with Satan, after he had fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, he was weak. But he still knew where to go to rebuke him. And that's the law. You see, Satan didn't go to the law. He couldn't go to the law because he know he's going to be cut. That's why Mashak Abshai used, and these are the ways that we look at this Bible to see what works. What worked and what works will always work. Matthew, the 4th chapter, the 8th and 9th verse. Again, the devil takes him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. And said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Now you're going to tell me that this is what we're looking at. These nations have fell down and worshiped Satan, the devil. Then said Amashak unto him, get thee hence, Satan. You see, Satan is who? Verse 1. Then was Amashak led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. What did he call him in verse 10? Satan. Then said Mashiach to him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, here it is again, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Most High thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. See? Let's go to Deuteronomy 6:13. Deuteronomy 6:13. So it is written. So he's going back to the law. That's why it's very important that we know these laws. That we understand these laws. Deuteronomy 6:13. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. That's what he went. He went to this. Very important that you see this. This is how he's rebuking Shaitan. This is how he's rebuking the devil. Now, going back to Matthew 4 again. Verse 10. Then said Mashiach to him, get thee hence, Shaitan, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Most High thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. See? Now what does he tell us, Satan? It is written that you should only worship the Most High, your power, and him only shalt thou serve. Everybody got to serve the Most High. But see, you can't see that spiritually if you don't understand that the Most High has his right hand, where Mashiach Yahushua is sitting on the right hand side of the Most High, and he has his left hand. He create evil. That's what the Most High said. I'd give all these kingdoms to whoever I want to give them to. And Satan just said he gave it to him. All you got to do is bow down and worship him. That's why he said he rebuked him. What happened after that? Verse 11. Then the devil leaving him, and behold, the angels came and ministered unto him. See? But see, he had to leave him. So you looking at, I got to deal with these spirits, got to deal with this, that, and the third. Better go to the law. You see? And use the same things that a Mashiach Yahushua used. And when you pray the Most High, remember how you had a Mashiach Yahushua when he was weak. After fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, he went to your law. He went to the law of the Most High, and what happened? Then the devil, verse 11, then the devil leaving him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. See? Look at James, the 4th chapter, and the 7th verse. James 4 and 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Rebuke the devil, he's going to flee from you. But submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High. So how do you submit yourself to the Most High? It's very important. You got to do what he say do. You got to follow his rules and regulations. That's how you submit yourself to the Most High. Ephesians 4 and 27. It says, neither give place to the devil. You see, that's how people do whenever you look at, here we're dealing with becoming a new man or a new woman, becoming a new creature. Jump up to verse 22. That you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man or the old woman, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. You got to stop being a fool, right? Because a fool has said in their heart, there is no Most High. They are what? Corrupt, as we just read. You got to put up that former conversation, the old man, the way you used to be, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. Deceitful lust. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, the way you think. And that you put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. So if you're dealing with following those that are the imps of Shaitan, who have appeared as ministers of righteousness, how you gonna think you're dealing with righteousness, because they're gonna have you confused and saying, follow me. But they're not dealing with what's the spirit of the Most High that's in these words. This is a lie. It's a lie, but they're not dealing with that, because they're dealing with how they're going to try and get you to maneuver. They maneuvering in the truth, right? That's why Satan went to the scriptures, but he didn't go to the law. And these pastors don't hardly go. They don't go to the law. A lot of men that's in this truth, they don't go to the law. That's why when I started, I was like, wow, okay, well, let me look for someone that's going over the laws, so I can review with them, you know. I ain't seeing them. I couldn't find it. I'm like, something wrong with this picture. Because that's why I tell people to read Genesis to Deuteronomy. You can read the laws. There's no excuse. You know, it's right there. Read from Genesis to Deuteronomy. And you'll see the laws are, 613 laws are within those particular chapters. It says, because it says, verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, the way you think. That's how you become a new man, a new woman, getting rid of that old conversation. And that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. True holiness. True holiness. Wherefore putting away lying, that's the first thing to say. Put away lying. Remember, that's the old man. That's the old woman. Wherefore putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor. Whether it's going, you just tell the truth. And deal with it. You know what I mean? For we are members one of another. We members one of another. Say, be ye angry and sin not. So you can be angry, but don't commit sin. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. So by the time the sun go down, you're supposed to be let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Neither give place to the devil. See? Don't give place to the devil. Let them that stole steal no more. Thou shalt not steal. But rather let him labor, working with his hands the things which is good, that he may have to give to him that needeth. He may have to give to him that needeth. You know? Someone, you're working so that you can